Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Alright guys, welcome to the Mirage F1 early access video. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it, didn't know if I had enough time, but here we are. We're going to do our best here. We're going to be doing a BVR fight, put that in quotes, against the Mig-21. These missiles not really capable of beyond visual range, but let me show you a quick external of this thing. She's pretty beautiful. And now let me try to not get shot down. We're going to try to kill this Mig-21. And we're just going to climb a little bit here for altitude. We're going to go ahead and set up the master arm. You want this in the center position there. This is the jettison. We want that in the fuselage because we have a centerline tank. And we're going to arm these two buttons. These are the Fox 1 Matro 530s. We're going to put the azimuth scan of the radar to 30 degrees instead of 60. See if we can find this Mig-21 who should be off the nose here. Now the Mirage F1 here, I haven't played around with it too much, but I've had a, quick little look around. And it's a pretty good module so far. I'm pretty impressed with it. We have our chaff and flare indicators here on the left-hand side of the AOA indicator, both of which are to the left of the HUD. Now we do have to take into consideration the primitive nature of our radar. It is an MTI, a moving target indicator or indication, very similar to how the Doppler radar works. It sees movement, relative movement, against clutter that isn't moving. So you're going to have a decent amount of clutter in the radar, as you can see there, and hopefully I can find the Mig-21 in there. We do need to, let's jettison this first. So the radar is attempting to filter out targets that are moving versus ones that are not moving, relative to you, of course. So the faster you are, the easier it is for the radar to see the closure and the movement of the bandit. These kinds of radars obviously very susceptible to things like notches and things of that nature. As of right now, I cannot see anything and that looks anything like an aircraft, although we have lots of clutter. Might have to reduce altitude and look up at him. That might help. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and change the range of the radar down to 35. 35 is generally the max range you're going to be able to lock anything, and if you see on the radar screen we actually have a contact here. We're going to put the cursor on top of it, press the lock button and hold it. Unable to lock right now, hold on. There we go, got a lock. And on the HUD you'll see a square. That is the target that it is locked, which is the MiG-21. And we're going to get a little bit closer, and we're going to fire a Fox 1. Basically, you're going to push into visual range, technically. Alright, Fox 1 here. Okay, that MiG-21 is defending, which is going to make it difficult for me to keep the lock. I'm going to do my best, though, but I promise you he'll break the lock. Probably. Here's another Fox 1 here. Figured I fired that first one outside of range, but we lost the lock. Both of those missiles are scrapped. So we're going to switch over to the Magic 1s, and we are going to go for the merge. He went below the cloud layer here. Now these Magic 1s, they love flares, as did all Fox 2s back then. The primitive nature of these Fox 2s, they weren't very countermeasure resistant, so I need to wait for him to kind of use up all of his flares. He's got a little bit more energy than me, it seems like, and these things love flares, man. So like if he opens his canopy and throws a cigarette out, the missile would probably go for that. So I don't know, I gotta just wait. I think he might be out of flares already, actually. Nope, he's still got some. He's dropping them there. See if we'll just fire one and see what happens here. There's the tone. Fox 2. And no impact. You saw a little black puff of cloud. That was him cutting his afterburner. So that missile missed. But I'm going to take another Fox 2 shot here. Looks like he's out of flares. Fox 2. And that thing might track. The Splash 1. Okay, the Splash 1 Mig-21. That is my first kill in the Mirage F1. Not a bad performance from this thing. It does appear to be more than a match for the Mig-21. Seems like a great module so far.